Hello, my friend. Welcome back to our little corner of calm. Today, I don't want to impress your mind. I want to speak to it. Because this video is not just another lesson you scroll past. It is a mirror. One that reflects not who you pretend to be, but who you truly are beneath the noise of your thoughts. You didn't find this video by accident. Something inside you, a quiet whisper, brought you here. Maybe it's the part of you that's tired of being controlled by emotions. Maybe it's the part that wants peace, even when the world is chaotic. Whatever it is, listen to it. Because this is the moment you begin to take your power back.
Before we go deeper, promise yourself one thing, that you'll listen not just with your ears, but with your heart. Because what you'll hear next could change the way you see your own thoughts forever. Like the video so others can find it too. Share your thoughts in the comments below. And subscribe, Fragmented Truth, if you wish to keep walking this calm path with me. Your presence here isn't just a number. It's part of a growing circle of minds learning to live with peace and purpose.
You see, the greatest battle you will ever fight is not against another person, not against failure, not against time. It's against your own mind. Our mind can be our most loyal friend or our most dangerous enemy. It can guide us to greatness or drag us into confusion, fear, and endless comparison. The Stoics of ancient Greece knew this truth. They said, you cannot control the world, but you can always control your mind's response to it. And that, my friend, is real power. Today, I will share with you 15 timeless principles to help you regain control of your mind and emotions. These are not just theories. They are practices, ways of living, tested by time, philosophy, and life itself. So don't just listen. Feel every word. Let it guide you inward, because the calm you are searching for has always been within you. Let us begin. Tips number 1. Learn to pause before you react. In the gap between an event and your reaction lies your entire freedom. Someone insults you. You feel anger rise. Something goes wrong. Frustration appears. Your natural impulse is to react. But in that tiny pause, that breath before you respond, you have the power to choose who you are. The ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you that matters, but how you respond to it." And that, my friend, is real power. Today, so next time emotion hits you like a wave, don't surf it blindly. Pause. Observe the feeling without judgment. Breathe. Ask yourself, what is the wisest thing I can do right now? Maybe it's silence. Maybe it's patience. Maybe it's simply walking away. When you master the art of pausing, you stop being a slave to emotion and become the master of your response. That single pause is where control begins. Tips number 2. Choose discipline over mood. Your emotions are like the weather. They change constantly. But discipline is the mountain that stands firm no matter what the sky decides to do. Some days you'll feel motivated. Other days, you'll feel like doing nothing. But if you only act when you feel like it, your life will always be ruled by mood, not purpose. True control means doing what must be done, even when your emotions disagree. When your alarm rings early in the morning, and your mind whispers, "Sleep more," listen instead to your values. When you're tempted to give up, remember your why. Discipline doesn't mean being harsh with yourself. It means being loyal to your future self. It's the quiet decision to keep walking, even when the road feels endless. And every time you choose discipline over comfort, your mind becomes stronger. You train it to follow wisdom, not weakness.
Tips number 3. Protect your mental environment. Your mind is not a trash bin, so stop letting the world throw garbage into it. Everything you watch, read, and listen to is food for your thoughts. Just as junk food weakens the body, junk information weakens the mind. Ask yourself daily, what am I feeding my mind? If it's gossip, anger, negativity, comparison, then don't be surprised when your thoughts feel heavy. Instead, feed your mind with silence, wisdom, books, and voices that lift you higher. You are the gardener of your mental world. If you plant seeds of peace, you'll grow calm. If you plant seeds of chaos, you'll grow restlessness. Be mindful of who you follow, what you watch, and the words you allow into your space. Your peace is precious. Protect it. Tips number 4. Detach from what you cannot control. Most of our suffering doesn't come from events themselves. It comes from wanting to control things we cannot. We want people to act the way we expect. We want life to go according to our plans. We want everything to be certain, safe, and known. But life does not obey us. It flows with its own rhythm. The Stoics taught, there are things within your control and things beyond it. Peace begins the moment you focus only on the first. You cannot control how others treat you, but you can control how you treat yourself. You cannot control the weather, but you can control your inner climate. You cannot control every outcome, but you can control your effort and attitude. When you stop wrestling with what's beyond your power, you save your energy for what truly matters. Freedom is not in controlling everything. It's in letting go of the need to. Tip number 5. Observe your thoughts like clouds. Every thought that enters your mind is not the truth, it's just a cloud passing through the sky of consciousness. Sometimes the sky is clear and bright. Other times it's dark, with storms of doubt, jealousy, fear, and regret. But remember this, you are not the clouds. You are the sky. When negative thoughts come, don't fight them. Just watch them as you would watch clouds drift away. Say to yourself, here is a thought of fear. Here comes a memory of the past. Here is my mind trying to predict the future again. Observe. Don't attach. Don't identify. Because the more you fight a thought, the more power you give it. But the more you observe it peacefully, the faster it dissolves. Practice this during small moments, when waiting in traffic, when standing in line, when anxiety visits. Just breathe and remember, the sky is never harmed by the clouds that pass through it, and neither are you.
Tips number 6. Observe before you judge. Every emotion has a story, but most people never stop to read it. They just react. When anger appears, we call it bad. When sadness comes, we call it weakness. But emotions are not enemies, They are messengers. Anger says, something feels unfair. Fear says, I don't feel safe. Sadness says, I lost something I cared about. Instead of suppressing these voices, listen to what they are trying to tell you, without letting them drive your decisions. Say to yourself, I see you, anger, but I choose peace. I feel you, fear, but I will act with courage. Observation before judgment. That's how wisdom is born. It's how storms inside you turn into understanding. Because when you truly understand a feeling, you no longer become it. Tips number 7. Speak to yourself with compassion. How you talk to yourself is how your mind learns to treat you. If you constantly say, I'm not enough, your mind will believe it. If you repeat, I can't handle this, your emotions will obey that belief. But if you speak to yourself the way a kind teacher speaks to a student, with patience, with belief, with calm, you begin to heal your inner world. Your self-talk is the architecture of your inner temple, so build it with care. When you make a mistake, don't say, I'm stupid. Say, I'm learning. When you feel lost, don't say, I'm broken. Say, I'm growing. Compassion doesn't make you weak. It makes your mind your ally instead of your enemy. The voice in your head is always speaking. Make sure it speaks with kindness. Tips number 8. Master the art of stillness. In a world that never stops talking, silence is a rare power. We are surrounded by noise, notifications, opinions, endless updates. But wisdom only whispers in the quiet spaces between all that noise. Find moments of stillness each day, 5 minutes of slow breathing, a silent walk at dawn, a few minutes away from screens. This stillness is not doing nothing. It is doing something essential. Because when the body is still, the mind can finally speak. Great thinkers, from Buddha to Marcus Aurelius, all discovered that inner calm is not found in comfort, but in conscious quiet. So when life feels overwhelming, don't always rush to fix it. Sometimes the solution comes in the silence you've been avoiding. Be still and let clarity find you.
Tips number 9. Learn to sit with discomfort. We spend so much of life trying to escape discomfort. We distract ourselves, scroll endlessly, or run toward anything that feels easier. But what if I told you that the emotion you avoid is often the one that holds your greatest lesson? When you sit with discomfort, when you stay present with pain without running, you build emotional muscle. The Stoics called this voluntary hardship, the practice of facing discomfort to grow stronger. Sit with your anxiety. Feel it. Watch it. Don't try to erase it. Understand it. Because every emotion is temporary, and when you stop running, you discover something magical. Your capacity to handle life is much greater than you thought. True control isn't about avoiding storms. It's about learning to stand in the rain without losing your peace. Tips number 10. Reframe what pain means. Pain is not punishment. Pain is information. It tells you where you need to grow, what needs healing, and what still controls you. When something hurts, instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" Every challenge, every heartbreak, every loss is life's way of sculpting you into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. You cannot choose what happens, but you can always choose the meaning you give it. Two people can face the same storm. One breaks, the other transforms. The difference is not in the pain, but in the perception. So when life hurts, don't curse the lesson. Use it, grow through it, and thank your pain for being your most honest teacher.
Tips number 11. Detach from ego, embrace humility. The ego always wants to win, the last word, the recognition, the approval. But peace is never found through victory over others, only through victory over the self. Ego says, I must prove I'm right. Wisdom says, it's okay to just understand. Ego fears being ignored. Wisdom enjoys the silence. Ego competes. Wisdom simply creates. When you stop trying to be someone and start focusing on being at peace, you'll notice how much energy you save. You don't need to impress anyone. You don't need validation. You only need to live aligned with truth. Humility doesn't make you small. It makes you vast, because you no longer have to defend an image. Let others speak loudly. Let them think they've won. The one who stays calm has already mastered the deeper victory. Tips number 12. Simplify your inner world. The mind becomes heavy not because life is complex, but because we keep adding unnecessary weight to it. We overthink, overanalyze, overcompare, until peace drowns in mental noise. But simplicity is power. Ask yourself, what truly matters right now? You'll find that 90% of your worries belong to things that don't matter, things that will fade, or things beyond your control. The calmer you are, the clearer you see what's essential. A quiet mind is not empty, it is focused. Simplify your thoughts, simplify your surroundings, simplify your conversations. The less you carry, the more freely you walk through life. Peace doesn't come from having more, it comes from needing less. Tips number 13. Train focus like a muscle. Your attention is your most valuable currency. Where you place it grows. If you focus on pain, pain expands. If you focus on gratitude, peace expands. The untrained mind wanders, jumping from past to future, fear to desire, distraction to distraction. But you can train it. Start small. Focus on one task at a time. Breathe consciously for 1 minute. Observe your surroundings without labeling them. Every moment of awareness is a push-up for your mind. And with time, your focus becomes stronger than your impulses. That's when you realize control was never about force. It was always about attention. Where focus goes, your inner world follows.
Tips number 14. Practice gratitude, especially when it's hard. Anyone can be grateful when life is easy, but the truly wise are grateful even in difficulty. Gratitude doesn't deny pain, it transforms it. It reminds you that even in darkness, something still shines. Be grateful for the lessons, for the chance to grow, for the small things, a breath, a sunrise, a moment of laughter. When your mind starts to spiral, pause and ask, what is one thing I can appreciate right now? It might seem small, but gratitude softens the edges of fear and sadness. It brings light to the mind's darkest rooms. And a grateful heart cannot be controlled by negativity, because it sees through illusion, straight into truth. Tips number 15. Surrender to the flow of life. The highest form of control is learning to let go. Not out of weakness, but out of trust. Trust that life knows the way, even when you do not. You can plan, work, and strive, but at some point, you must release the outcome. This doesn't mean giving up. It means doing your best and allowing the rest to unfold naturally. The river doesn't control its direction. It flows. And somehow, it always finds the sea. Let your mind learn to flow like that. Steady, peaceful, adaptable. Let life move through you, not against you. Surrender is not losing control. It's aligning with the rhythm of existence. When you stop fighting life, you begin to feel it. And in that feeling, you find freedom. Closing reflection. The calm within. My friend, you've just walked through 15 ancient truths disguised as modern reminders. If you remember only one thing from all of this, let it be this. You are not your emotions. You are the awareness behind them. The mind will rise and fall like tides. The heart will open and close like seasons. But you, the quiet witness within, remain untouched. Don't try to silence your mind completely. Instead, learn to listen to it without obeying it. Don't try to control every emotion. Instead, let them visit and let them go. Your power is not in domination, but in understanding. Not in hardness, but in depth. Be patient with yourself. You're not behind. You're unfolding. And every moment you return to calm, you come closer to who you've always been.